Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Lucy channel, your daily place to practice and improve your English. I'm Lucy.
And I'm Tom. We're really happy that you're here with us today. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our daily English learning episodes.
So, Tom, are you ready for your presentation tomorrow?
I think I am. I set my alarm for 6 a.m., I set up my laptop last night, and I set out my clothes on the chair so everything is ready.
Tom, did you notice something? You just used the word set 3 different times in one sentence.
I did? Wait a second. All set my alarm, set up my laptop, and set out my clothes. That's actually 4 times, and each one means something a little different.
Exactly.
Okay, now I'm starting to feel a little nervous. How many meanings does this word actually have?
Here's a fun fact. The word set has more definitions in the dictionary than almost any other word in the English language. Some dictionaries list more than 400 meanings.
400 meanings? My brain just stopped working for a second. I swear I felt a little spark behind my eyes.
Don't worry, we are definitely not going to study 400 meanings today. We are only going to focus on the meanings that you actually need in everyday conversations.
That's a relief, because learning 400 meanings would probably take us an entire year.
Let's begin with the most basic meaning of the word set. At its core, set means to put something down or to place something somewhere.
So it's similar to put or place.
Yes, but there is usually a little more intention behind it. For example, you might say, set the book on the table, or set the glass down carefully.
So when you set something, you place it in a specific position on purpose.
Exactly. You're not just dropping it randomly, you're placing it somewhere carefully because that place has a purpose.
That makes sense. It's like when a designer arranges elements on a page, everything goes exactly where it should be.
That's a great example.
Another expression I hear a lot is set the table.
Yes, that's a very common one. When someone says, "Can you set the table for dinner?" it means preparing the table before eating.
So you put the plates, glasses, forks, knives, and napkins in the correct places.
Exactly. Everything has its own spot.
My mom used to say that to me every single evening when I was a kid. Tom, set the table, and I would slowly walk across the kitchen like my legs weighed 100 pounds.
The most dramatic walk in history.
Every kid's least favorite chore.
I remember the same thing happening with my brother Kevin. My mom would ask someone to set the table, and Kevin would suddenly become extremely interested in his homework.
Classic strategy.
Honestly, though, I don't mind doing it now. There's something satisfying about setting a nice table. Everything looks neat and organized.
The forks go on the left side, the knives go on the right side, and the glasses go above the plate.
Exactly.
That's actually very designer of you. You set a table the same way someone designs a website.
I never thought about it like that before, but you're right. Placement really matters. Now let's move on to the second core meaning of the word set.
What is it?
The second meaning is to establish or decide something.
Can you give some examples?
Sure. For example, set a date, set a goal, set the rules, set a price, or set a deadline.
Oh, like when Lily and I set a budget for our vacation last month.
Exactly. What did you do?
We sat down together, looked at our bank accounts, and decided on an amount of money we were comfortable spending.
Perfect example. You established a limit together. You can also say things like, let's set a time for the meeting, or the teacher set the homework for tonight, or the government set new regulations. Right. In all these cases, set means to decide something officially.
Set a goal is a really popular phrase too. People talk about setting goals all the time, especially at the beginning of the year.
Yes, like New Year's resolutions. For example, I set a goal to read 20 books this year.
Did you really set that goal?
Yes, I did, and I'm already reading my 5th book right now.
Let me guess, it's about language learning.
Of course it is.
Tom, I also set a goal this year.
What was it?
I set a goal to go to the gym 3 times a week. I wrote it down, put it on my wall, and even told Lily about it so she could remind me.
That sounds like a solid plan. How is it going?
Well, let's just say I set the goal and then life happened.
What do you mean?
Work deadlines appeared, I got busy, and suddenly the gym felt very far away, almost like it moved to another city.
I'm pretty sure the gym didn't move, Tom.
Fair point.
But setting a goal is still the first important step. Sometimes it's best to start small.
You're right. I just need to set my mind to it.
Oh, that's another great expression. Set your mind to something. What does it mean exactly?
It means deciding very firmly that you will do something. You are fully committed and you won't give up.
So if someone says, when she sets her mind to something, nothing can stop her, it means she is very determined.
Exactly.
That sounds exactly like you, Lucy.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It definitely is. Another similar expression is set your heart on something.
Is that the same as set your mind?
Not exactly. Set your mind is about determination. Set your heart is about desire.
So it's more emotional.
Yes. For example, she set her heart on that apartment.
Meaning she really, really wants it.
Exactly.
That's a nice distinction. The mind decides, but the heart wants.
English can be very poetic sometimes.
It really can.
Now let's talk about the third core meaning of the word set.
What is it?
The third meaning is to adjust or configure something.
Like setting the device.
Exactly. For example, set the alarm, set the timer, or set the temperature.
So when I say I set my alarm for 6 a.m., it means I adjusted my alarm clock so it rings at 6 in the morning.
Correct, and we use this meaning for many different devices and controls. For example, set the oven to 350 degrees.
Or set the clock forward 1 hour for daylight saving time.
Exactly.
And we can also say, set the brightness on your phone so the screen isn't too bright at night.
Yes, that's a perfect example. Oh wait, I just realized something.
What is it?
That's why the options on our phones are called settings.
Exactly. They are called settings because they are things you can set. You are configuring how the device works.
That makes so much sense now. My brain just connected those dots.
That's one of the best feelings when learning a language, when something suddenly clicks and everything becomes clear.
It feels like a puzzle piece sliding perfectly into place.
Exactly.
And speaking of things clicking into place, we also use set as an adjective.
Really?
Yes. For example, someone might ask, "Are you set?"
Meaning, are you ready?
Exactly. You can also say, "The plan is set," or "Everything is set."
So in that case, set means fixed, decided, or ready.
Right. Like a set schedule.
Yes, a set schedule means a fixed schedule that usually doesn't change.
And the expression set in stone means something cannot be changed. Exactly. For example, if someone says the meeting time is set in stone, it means the meeting time is completely fixed and it will not change.
That's a great example. The word set is really like a Swiss Army knife. It has so many different tools and meanings in one small word.
That's a perfect description. Now let's move into something even more interesting. Phrasal verbs with the word set.
Oh, this should be fun. I'm ready.
Great. Let's start with one of the most common phrasal verbs, set up.
I think I know this one. Set up means to prepare or arrange something, right?
Exactly. When you set something up, you prepare everything so it's ready to use. For example, you might say, "I set up the meeting room before the client arrived."
So that means you arranged the chairs, maybe turned on the projector, and made sure everything was ready.
Yes. Another example would be, "Can you help me set up for the party?"
That would mean preparing the party space, setting up chairs, decorations, music, and maybe the food table.
Exactly. It means organizing everything so the event can happen smoothly.
That reminds me of last weekend. My friend Jake and I set up his new TV.
What did you have to do?
First, we opened the box, then we connected all the cables. After that, we adjusted the settings and downloaded all the apps.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It really was. It took almost 2 hours, but when the TV finally turned on and everything worked perfectly, it felt amazing.
That's the satisfaction of a good setup.
Definitely.
But setup has another important meaning too.
Really? What is it?
It can also mean to start or establish something new.
Oh, like starting a business?
Exactly. For example, you might say, she set up her own business.
That means she started the business from the beginning.
Yes. Another example is, he set up a charity to help homeless animals.
So he created an organization to help animals that don't have homes.
Right. You can also hear sentences like, they set up a new system at the office.
That means they created and started using a new way of working.
Exactly.
I've also heard people say things like, set up your account or set up your profile.
Yes, that's very common in technology. When you buy a new phone or download an app, you often need to set up your account.
That means you enter your information, choose your settings, and prepare the account so you can use it.
Perfect explanation. Everything connects back to the same basic idea, preparing something so it is ready to work. One of my students once told me, I need to set up my English study plan.
That's actually a great sentence.
I thought so too. It means the student wants to organize a plan for studying English regularly.
Wait a second. I think set up has another meaning too.
You're right. Good memory.
Doesn't set someone up sometimes mean to trick someone?
Yes, exactly. That's a completely different meaning.
Like in movies when someone says, it was a setup.
Right. In that situation, it means it was a trap or a trick.
And if someone says, he set me up, it means someone manipulated the situation to make you look bad or to blame you for something.
Exactly. That meaning often appears in crime movies, but people also use it in everyday life.
For example?
Someone might say, I think my friend set me up on a blind date.
Oh no, that actually happened to my friend Jake once.
Really? What happened?
His mom told him they were going to a simple family dinner at a restaurant.
That sounds normal.
Yes, but when Jake arrived at the restaurant, his mom suddenly left the table.
Oh no.
And sitting across from him was a girl he had never met before.
So his mom planned a blind date without telling him?
Exactly. She set him up.
That must have been awkward.
Jake said he was sweating the entire time because he was not prepared at all.
I can imagine. His palms were sweaty, his shirt was sticking to his back, and he kept secretly texting me under the table. What did he text?
He kept writing, "Dude, my mom set me up."
Poor Jake. Moms always think they know what's best.
Funny thing is, later he actually thanked her.
Really?
Yes, he said the girl was really nice and they had a good conversation.
See? Sometimes a setup works out.
I guess so.
Okay, let's move on to the next phrasal verb, set off.
I think I know one meaning. It means to start a journey.
Correct. For example, we set off early in the morning.
That means the trip started early.
Exactly. Another example is, they set off for Paris at dawn.
So they began their trip to Paris very early in the morning.
Yes, set off often means beginning a trip or starting to travel.
That reminds me of the road trip Lily and I took last summer.
Tell me about it.
We set off for the coast at 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's very early.
The sun was just starting to rise, the roads were almost empty, and everything felt quiet and peaceful.
That sounds beautiful.
It really was. There is something magical about setting off before the rest of the world wakes up.
I completely agree. But set off also has another very common meaning.
What is it?
It can mean to trigger something or cause something to start suddenly.
Like a reaction?
Exactly. For example, the smoke set off the fire alarm.
So the smoke triggered the alarm to start ringing.
Yes, Another example is, his comment set off a huge argument.
That means one small comment caused a big fight to start.
Exactly. Or you could say, the fireworks set off all the car alarms in the parking lot.
That must have been very noisy.
Definitely. Speaking of noise, when your dog Biscuit barks at the mailman, does that set off the neighbor's dog too?
Oh, yes, it does.
So one dog barks and then all the other animals react.
Exactly. Biscuit barks, Mr. Garcia's cat starts hissing, and the neighbor's dog begins howling.
A whole neighborhood symphony.
Not the relaxing kind.
Definitely not. Okay, let's talk about another word related to set. Setback.
That sounds like something negative.
Sometimes it is. A setback is a problem that slows down your progress.
Like when a project gets delayed.
Exactly. For example, we had a major setback with the project.
Maybe something went wrong or something unexpected happened.
Right. Another example is, the rain set us back 2 days.
Meaning the rain delayed the work for 2 days.
Yes, especially if the work had to be done outside.
I didn't know that set back could also relate to money.
Yes, people often use it informally to talk about spending a lot of money.
Like saying, that new laptop set me back $1,500.
That's expensive.
My credit card was not happy with me.
I can imagine.
I felt like my credit card was crying inside my wallet.
But I guess you need that software for your design work.
Absolutely. Every design tool costs money.
The creative life can definitely be expensive.
That's very true.
Speaking of money, Lily must be very organized about your finances.
She really is. She even set up a spreadsheet to track all of our monthly expenses.
That's very smart. She's much more organized than I am. Okay, let's move to another phrasal verb, set aside.
I think that means to save something for later.
Exactly. For example, set aside some money for emergencies.
That means saving money in case something unexpected happens.
Right. Another example is, I set aside an hour every morning for yoga.
So that person reserves 1 hour every morning for exercise.
Exactly. You could also say, she set aside a piece of cake for her daughter.
Meaning she saved it so no one else eats it.
Yes. When you set something aside, you keep it for a specific purpose later.
It's like putting a bookmark on something and saying, this is reserved.
That's a perfect way to explain it. Set aside can also have another meaning.
What is it?
It can mean temporarily ignoring your feelings or opinions.
For example?
Someone might say, let's set aside our differences and work together.
That means even if we disagree, we should focus on the bigger goal.
Exactly.
That sounds very mature.
It really is. For example, when Lily and I disagree about the music for our podcast intro, I set aside my feelings about your boring folk music.
My folk music is not boring.
I'm just joking. My students love it. Maya loves it. Even Biscuit wags his tail when he hears it.
Biscuit wags his tail at everything.
That's true. But yes, the idea is putting personal preferences aside for a more important goal.
It takes maturity to do that.
Exactly.
Don't worry, Lucy. Your music is just an acquired taste.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Like blue cheese. Some people don't like it at first, but then they learn to love it.
Some of the best things in life are acquired tastes. Okay, let's look at one more expression with set. The phrase is set in.
What does set in mean?
Set in is usually used when something unpleasant begins and continues for a long time.
For example, we often use set in when talking about bad weather.
Like when winter arrives?
Exactly. Someone might say, winter has set in.
That means winter has started and it's going to stay for a while.
Yes. Another example is, panic started to set in.
So that means people slowly began to feel panic.
Right. You can also say reality set in.
That's a strong expression.
It really is. It describes the moment when someone finally understands the truth of a situation.
I remember feeling that once.
When?
When I quit my job at a design agency to become a freelancer.
That must have been exciting.
At first it was. The first week was amazing. I felt free, creative, and excited about the future.
And then?
Then reality set in.
What happened?
I started thinking about bills, rent, uncertainty, and the fact that I didn't have a steady paycheck anymore.
That must have been stressful.
It felt like cold water slowly rising around my ankles.
That's a powerful image.
Thanks. And that's exactly what set in feels like. Something slowly arrives and then stays.
Yes, it gives the feeling of something creeping in and settling.
It's a heavy expression.
Sometimes it is, but it can also be used for positive things.
Really?
Yes. For example, someone might say, a good habit has set in.
Meaning the habit has become part of your routine.
Exactly. But most of the time, people use set in for negative situations.
Good to know.
Now, let's talk about another very useful expression, all set.
Oh yes, you used that at the beginning of the conversation.
That's right. All set is a very common and casual expression in English.
What does it mean exactly?
It means completely ready or good to go.
So if someone asks, "Are you all set?" they are asking if you are ready.
Exactly.
That phrase seems very common in everyday life.
It is. You can hear it in many situations.
Like where?
For example, in a restaurant, a waiter might ask, "Are you all set?"
Meaning, do you need anything else?
Yes. Or before going on a trip, someone might ask, "Are we all set?"
That means checking if everyone has everything ready.
Right. Passports, tickets, bags, snacks.
Snacks are very important.
Absolutely.
I really like the phrase, "I'm all set."
Why?
Because it's short and clear. It means you're finished and ready.
Exactly.
For example, at a restaurant, you might say, "I'm all set, thanks."
That means you don't need anything more.
Or at a store checkout, the cashier might ask, "Are you all set?"
Meaning, is that everything you want to buy?
It's polite and friendly.
Yes, and very natural in conversation.
I use it all the time at coffee shops.
Really?
The barista often asks, "Can I get you anything else?"
And what do you say?
I say, "No, I'm all set, thank you."
That's perfect usage. Now, I have a quick question for everyone listening.
Yes, think about this for a moment.
When someone says, "Are you all set?" what do you think they mean?
Pause the video and think about it.
Great. Now, let's move on to one last important expression.
What is it?
Set the record straight.
Oh, I know that one.
Tell us what it means.
It means to correct false information.
Exactly. It means explaining the truth when people misunderstand something.
For example, someone might say, "I need to set the record straight about what happened."
That means they want to correct the story.
Something similar happened to me once.
What happened?
My friend Jake told everyone that I lost a design competition.
Did you lose?
No, I didn't.
So what happened?
I actually came in second place.
That's still very good.
Exactly. So I had to set the record straight.
There's a big difference between losing and coming in second.
Exactly. Second place is not losing.
I completely agree. Okay, now let's do a quick vocabulary review of everything we learned today.
Great idea. Let's review all the expressions with set.
First expression, set something down.
That means placing something carefully somewhere.
For example, set the book on the table.
You are placing it intentionally.
Second expression, set the table.
That means preparing the table for a meal.
For example, putting plates, glasses, forks, knives, and napkins in the correct places.
Parents often ask their children, "Can you set the table?"
Third expression, set a goal.
That means deciding something you want to achieve.
Example, I set a goal to exercise more this year.
Fourth expression, set your mind to something.
That means deciding very firmly to do something.
For example, when she sets her mind to something, she always succeeds.
Fifth expression, set up.
That means to prepare, arrange, or start something.
For example, we set up the room for the party.
Or she set up her own company.
Sixth expression, set off.
This one has two meanings.
First meaning, to begin a journey.
Example, we set off at dawn.
Second meaning, to trigger something.
Example, the smoke set off the fire alarm.
Seventh expression, set back or a setback.
This means delaying progress or costing money.
Example, the rain set us back 2 days.
Or that new laptop set me back $200.
Eighth expression, set aside.
That means saving something for later.
Example, set aside some money for emergencies.
It can also mean ignoring differences temporarily.
Like saying, let's set aside our disagreements and work together.
Ninth expression, all set.
This means completely ready.
Example, are you all set?
10th expression, set the record straight.
That means correcting false information.
Example, I need to set the record straight about what happened.
It's amazing how one small word like set can have so many meanings.
It really is incredible.
And these are only the most common ones.
There are many more meanings in English.
Maybe one day we'll make a part 2 about the word set.
That would be fun.
But for now, these 10 expressions will help you a lot in everyday English.
Exactly.
All right, everyone. That was our deep dive into the word set.
Now we have a